Tone and language of a letter. There are many kinds of letters. These letters are categorized as informal and formal letters. Informal letters have a subcategory of semi-formal letters. In all these, the most important feature is the tone and language. Please underline it, tone and language used. The tone of a letter primarily depends on the use of the appropriate words, underline it, sentences and set formulas. The tone of a letter reflects the attitude of the writer to the addressee and the relationship between them. A wrong form of expression will disturb the tone and will create a bad impression in the mind of the person written to. Some important points may be considered to help to create the right tone in formal and semi-formal letters. Number A, the right attitude. In formal and semi-formal letters that you will have to write for some time to come, your relationship will be that of younger to older or subordinate to superior. Your tone of language must reflect this relationship. Your letters must communicate or make the reader feel your attitude of proper deference and respect. This does not mean self-abasement or an undue degree of subordination. Number B, suitable salutation. Care has to be taken for using the right form of salutation or greetings. A wrong salutation like my dear Miss Sharma instead of dear Miss Sharma to just an acquaintance, or dear Gupta instead of dear Mr. Gupta to a father's friend will give a wrong impression or wrong signal of over familiarity or disrespect. It may give a bad impression. Request for reply. Next point. If you ask for a reply, you have to frame your request courteously in a very polite manner so that it may appear as real request and not a demand. In informal, you have to write like this: I will be glad to hear from you as you may find time to drop a letter. Please reply when you have got the time to spare. It will be nice to hear from you. Just drop a line when you have time. So these three things you can keep it in informal. Semi-formal, I shall look forward to hearing from you as soon as you have time to write. Or I should be grateful if you could possibly send a reply at your earliest. Could you please let me have your reply at your convenience? Formal. It would be much appreciated if you could inform me as soon as it may be convenient. I shall be most grateful if you could let me have the information as soon as it may be convenient. Whatever be the kind of letter, do not write in this manner. Kindly reply immediately, or I expect your answer within a week. This should not be either it is formal or informal. These come across as an order even if the word kindly is used. Apologies. It is a sign of good manners to apologize to an older person for failing to carry out any promise, instruction or request or delaying to reply. Purpose of writing a formal letter. There is in first column the situation and what you have to write, to whom you have to write. I have passed class 10th and admission in 11th in a school of my choice and special merits. I need to apply to the principal, require indicating the subject I like to offer and my past achievements. A newspaper published an incorrect account of theft. It needs correction. So I need to inform to the editor, underline it, editor you have to write down, what actually happened and to requires for the publication of the necessary correction. Then number 3, refuse is being dumped near my house, creating an hygienic problem, the rubbish. I need to complain. This can come under your complaint letter about the serious problem to the municipal authorities, or if it is a city mayor, and to request them to clear it out. During a week's stay in a big hotel, I got annoyed by the rude behavior of the staff and poor facilities of the hotel. This is also a complaint letter which you have to write the hotel proprietor, describing your sad experience and suggest how to improve the standard of the hotel. A musical competition is going to be held in our school. We need to have a well-known personality as our chief guest. So this is also a formal letter. As desired, I need to write to Vice Chancellor requesting him to be your chief guest and giving the details regarding the competition. It is clear from the above chart that it is a situation that urges us to write a letter, and in the letter we describe the situation or problem and inform. We describe the situation or problem and inform, advise or seek advice, request, apologize, apply, complain, suggest, inquire, or do whatever is needed pertaining to the situation. Even situations such as the receipt of a gift prompts us to thank the giver. The success of our people in any field urges us to write a letter of congratulation, or the sad news of death makes us send a letter of condolence. There must be some purpose to write, if only to keep a regular correspondence or to have the joy of writing to a dear ones. Here is example of informal, but our topic is related to formal letter. This sentence you have to use for your informal, semi-formal and formal. I am really sorry that I could not come. This is your begging excuse. Semi-formal, I am very sorry that I was unable to come or did not come. I was unable to come. I must apologize for failing to come. These are semi-formal. But when it comes to formal, I am very sorry that I did not come. I regret, the word regret can be used, that I was unable to come. I very much regret my failure to attend. I am writing to apologize for my failure to come. So these are the formal way of expressing your apology to higher authorities. Do not be excessively humble or abject in your apologies. So a sentence worded like I do most humbly beg forgiveness is just unsuitable. Do not use such subscriptions as yours obediently, yours respectfully in your formal letter. I remain your obedient servant. These are no longer used. Yours faithfully, yours truly you can use. Now here are the situation for the purpose of writing letters. Just let us have a look at that. A friend failing in the exam plans to run away. He seeks my advice. I need to advise him to do such a thing, not to do such a thing. I give reasons. I could not go to the airport to receive my brother. I am feeling very bad. I don't know what my brother might feel. I would like to describe the situation and want to know my friend's advice. I have won a prize in a music competition. I am quite happy. I feel the need to convey it to my father and to describe my feelings before. during and after the performance. A joke was played on me in a party. I am very disturbed and angry. I want to tell about it to my friend and to express my great anger. So, looking at the situation, you have to give you the purpose or the content of the letter depends. I have misbehaved with a friend. It was my fault. I feel greatly disturbed. I want to apologize to my friend and want to explain about it and to request him to meet me so that I may personally make amends. So these are some of the situation and the content which has to be inserted in informal letter.